What if I told you one simple page of paper could transform your church's effectiveness in the coming year? Every year, I set simple, measurable targets aligned with my mission to grow a healthy church, and I establish strategies to achieve them. Simple strategies that are very doable. I think this is the ultimate cheat sheet you need right now that is going to set your next year up for fruitfulness and effectiveness in the kingdom. I'm going to give you a one-page plan that I think this approach can give you three clear benefits as you prepare for the year ahead. So let's talk about these benefits. Well, firstly, it gives you clarity and focus. There is nothing like clarity to cut through the noise of multiple targets, multiple initiatives, multiple things that you're trying to do. It aligns your team around key priorities, and it helps you say that two-letter word that you need to say often in ministry, in church leadership. No. You'll say no to distractions. You'll say yes to the key priorities that you've outlined, that you've chosen, that you know you need to focus on in your church over the next 12 months. The second benefit of this cheat sheet, this one-page plan, is you've got measurable progress. I mean, I remember in my 30 years of pastoring, it's so difficult sometimes to know, are we actually achieving what we're meant to be achieving? I mean, when you're working with people, it's not like you're in a factory and you're producing so many widgets a day, or you're a sales guy and you've got to sell so many widgets a day. It doesn't really work like that in church world. So it becomes hard to actually go, what are we achieving? But I think with this one-page cheat sheet, I call it the one-page plan, you can actually set clear, achievable targets that allow you to actually track them just as you go. You can measure your progress. And also, here's the real kicker, you can motivate your team with visible results. I want to show you a resource right now in the Grow a Healthy Church Hub, which can really help you with this plan, with this one-page plan, and really set up your year for excellent fruitfulness in the kingdom of God. Let's check out this plan in the Hub. Now, the Hub is free to join for 14 days, so you can jump in and check out all the resources that are in the Hub. $27 a month after the 14 days, and we put fresh content regularly into the Hub, and you can find heaps of resources in here. When you jump into the roadmap, there are 7 roadmaps in the Hub, but there's one there specifically, I want to build a simple church strategic plan. When you jump into it, I mean, you can get into a whole lot of this roadmap about how to articulate your purpose and core values, determine your target audience, who you're trying to reach, analyze your current church strategies, see what's working, what's not working, assess your resources. But here's the quick and dirty approach. Here's the one-page plan thing I really want to emphasize in the Hub. You can jump in there and learn how to set specific, measurable goals. And when you get into this area of the training, you'll find a video to watch, 6 minutes long. All of the roadmaps have really short videos that you can actually binge the entire roadmap in an hour and a half. And you'll also have the audio if you just prefer to listen. And then you'll have an outline of the content there of how to set goals that are smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and connected to time. And prioritizing goals and so on. You get the idea that there's a whole lot of content here that you can just devour, and you can show this to your team, put it up on a big TV, check it out with your team, work through it. There's another little area here on developing intentional strategies. And this is where I find churches often go wrong, is that they believe that a goal is a wish. It's kind of a bit flowery and a bit full of great language, but it doesn't really actually help you move the needle. So how do you develop intentional strategies? So there's a whole range of thoughts here of developing strategies for goals. And we're going for a strategy here on increasing small group visibility, developing leadership training, and so on. There's a whole range of probably assistance, I'd call it, in this resource for you. So check out the Hub. There's a link in the description below. Check out that and dive in there into this roadmap of building a simple church strat plan. And you can just pick and choose which areas of it are going to be most helpful for you as you get your cheat sheet, your one-page plan going. Now, we've talked about a couple of the benefits of clarity and focus for your team, measurable progress. The third benefit for this one-page plan, this quick and dirty approach to doing strat planning for next year is it increases engagement with your team and with your church, and also gives momentum into the life of the church. And we all know momentum is a wonderful thing to have in your church. You'll be able to really clarify and simplify your communication to your church and really mobilize people towards achieving that particular target that you've got, that objective that you've set out. It'll really build some energy around your vision. So let's do the one-page cheat sheet. Let me give you a quick and dirty process. It'll give you all these benefits. Firstly, choose one area of your church and make sure it's one of the health engines: small groups, Sundays, visitors, serving, finance, next gen, one of those areas that you really want to develop in the life of your church. Consider what you want to achieve. Maybe you could set an annual visitors goal, the number of visitors we want over the course of the year. Maybe it is related to serving. We want to see 70% of our adults serving. Maybe it's small groups. We want to see 65% of our adults connected to a small group. What's the measurable target? Again, not a wish like we'd like to see more people in a small group. That's not a target, that's a wish. Put a number on it, makes it measurable, makes it very concrete and specific. Then write 3 to 5 strategies with dates around this target. You can do all this on one page. Do all this with your team, brainstorm it. Don't make the strategies 27 strategies. Get down to 3 or 5. There might be some little tactics within each strategy and it breaks out further onto the second and third page. But get a one-page plan that you can actually print, laminate, leave on your desk, and you can refer to it regularly through the year and go, I wonder how we're going with that strategy. Now, big tip here. Make sure there's a date next to each strategy. I call it the GST. What's the goal? What's the strategy? What's the timeline? What's the date? If you don't have a date, you just kind of roll on. There's no urgency around it. And then the last thing with this quick and dirty process, this one-page cheat sheet to really get your next year firing up, is check your progress at least each 2 weeks with your team. You can get it out to once a month once you really got momentum and rolling. And maybe at the start, you want to do it each week. Let's check in. How are we doing? How are we progressing? Is there movement? If you only check your progress every 3 months, trust me, your progress will be slow. It will not be helpful. You will be frustrated by it. So there you go. Check out the hub. Utilize the resources that are there to help you get the ultimate cheat sheet, this one-page cheat sheet, really setting up your year for fruitfulness.